Alright, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922. I think everybody noticed I uploaded first impression of Dororo. Go check that out. Got some good news as far as work's concerned. I might be getting a possibly. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, nothing else to add here and there. I'm gonna do the usual bing bang boo. Um don't worry about the Toriko. I noticed one person's like, bro, where's the Toriko? Toriko. I will get to it. Probably this Saturday. That is the definite destination. I will do a Toriko live stream on this Saturday, and I should invite someone. No, I mean Rick, because I want to talk to him about Better Call Saul, man. But anyway, moving on. Seven Deadly Taizai. Not to know Taizai. Chapter review time. Chapter 114, Bewildered Legends. Now, I had to go to Red Hawks because Manga Stream didn't translate it on the day. So, I read it. Hey, listen. This was not intended to be a surprise. But essentially, in this chapter, we have Gowther. He basically returns the memories to Gila, and he gets dumped essentially, and Gila's not angry at him. She's like saying how because of my own weakness deep in my heart I committed a sin I could never repent for. I drank demon blood even if it was only a free lie. You saved me from that. So thank you for letting me remember my father and farewell. So that's essentially the whole thing there. But there's more. Merlin comes into the picture. And by the way, I don't understand why did they change Thurner's name. Apparently in this chapter they call him Sader. Sader? Wait. Why? Why is his name Sader? Very strange. It might be something to do with the anime. I don't know. But anyway, he shows up. There's a little commentary going on between him and Merlin. And Merlin reveals what Gowther is. And essentially, Gowther. Okay, a lot of people were saying homunculus. Close. A doll. And literally, that's not like saying, like a doll, life-size doll. No, a doll. A doll. Because there's like this one part in the chapter where you see Gowther. He's the size of a doll. Like a doll you would hold in your hand, but much smaller. And I was like, whoa, that's weird. And it was an interesting chapter with that when that came about. Because the thing is, and here in the chapter, page 18, Miller calls him Dawn Roar Slater. Not Satyr, Slater. And I'm like, isn't his name Threader? But logistically, they have a conversation, and then when it shows what Gowther's situation is, what he looks like, what Merlin does is a thing called absolute cancel, and essentially he shrinks, and Gowther turns into a doll. Like you see Merlin on page 21, and in her left hand is Gowther. She's holding him in her hand. An actual doll. Like, I don't know, the size of Barbie? Yeah. Like a Barbie doll, like a Ken doll. I should call this review. Natsu no Taizai chapter 114 review. Gowther Kendall. No, I was not gonna do that. No. But that's essentially what we find out. And he's not really, he is a member of the Seven Deadly Sins still, supposedly, but he basically was created by Merlin. And he's a doll. That's why, so to speak, why he doesn't have the same kind of emotions and feelings and, you know, that everyone else has because he's a doll. Um, and then and that, Mel's saying don't worry about it, he'll be fine, so on and so forth. Um, so because of this, and because Bond and King are in Fairyland, Slater ends up joining them. And what transpires is you basically now have Melados, Slater, Merlin, Diane, making a total of 4 of the 7 deadly sins. Going to Camelot, Arthur Pendragon, to go up against this humongous giant that I already knew about. We already knew about this. It was stated by I believe the king or someone later on. But now we get to see them in action because they basically end up going there to confront this. And Slater's being informed to go with them by the king to help out with 7 deadly sins. Also, there's a little tussle, I should say, between Elizabeth and Maldas. And he's like, the luggage to drag around. And she says, luggage to drag around. And he's like, you got that right. And then Diane just hits him, like, you asshole captain. Basically like saying, read the mood in the air. So essentially, Elizabeth's heard about this kind of, but there isn't time to worry about that because they basically have to go and fight this giant and Camelot. And I want to say, because when you first see it, you don't know what it is. Because you see Arthur Pendragon, and he's basically like telling troops what to do. The Holy Knights, the long range ones go and attack. Close range ones, close range attacks come with me to the front lines. And you see this thing, and it looks like kind of a rock thing, but I definitely can say this with real certainty. It has something to do with the demons. Yeah. It definitely has something to do with the demons. Because, you really can't tell by much, but if you're looking at his hand, see like writings or some shit there. So that means something. I believe it means something to a certain extent. So, yeah, that means something. So, and then we basically see a flying pig, and then at the end, pretty much, they're there. Reinforcements you asked for dropping in unannounced to save Arthur. Now, I wonder where this is going to lead to. Because this thing with Arthur, obviously they're helping him. You got Slater, Diane, Merlin, and Melanos. This is not what with King not there and Bond not there. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for them. But this, I think, might be like a prelude. At least that's what I feel. I feel like this is a prelude to what is coming. You know, like the calm before the storm. Well, this is really in a calm before the storm, but this is a prelude of what's to come. You have this giant. He's in Camelot. They're trying to defeat it, trying to save Camelot with King Arthur and all that jazz. And at the back of the back, but at the back, you also have the demons, and they're on their way. They're fucking on their way. So this should be very interesting. I wonder if they're gonna go about it where they fight the giant monster creature thing, and then halfway through the battle, when they defeat it, boom, here are the demons. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd like to see that happen. That would be awesome if that happened. Also, overall rating, definitely 5 out of 5. I mean, the whole thing with Gowther, I just want to bring this up. You had a feeling about that. Because when you look at Gowther's character and how he acts, even when earlier on, when you first meet him, and he finally meets up with the 7 deadly sins, the sins again, he doesn't concept people's emotions, and he just, out of the blue, looks into people's minds. That, to me, is a person who doesn't have the certain human emotions and human feelings and human, I guess you could say, mental capacity that normal humans have. So you could not assume, but pinpoint that there's something wrong with Gowther. He's not all that he seems. And sure enough, that's what we found out in this chapter. So I'm glad they showed this off. 5 out of 5. Pretty awesome shit. Now they're going to fight this giant with Arthur. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, that's pretty much the story there. But yeah, I'm probably, like I said before in the beginning of this video, I'm probably going to do a Toriko live stream, hopefully. Maybe I'll invite Rick. Maybe I'll just do it by myself. I don't really know. I'll get Danielle and start to you know. I don't really want to broadcast this, but yeah, I might be getting a raise, and I might, on certain days, be working some overtime. I'm just putting it out there. So yeah, I'm Bonkai922. I'll see you guys later. Some first impressions coming up. Also, maybe some unboxings I gotta do. Might be some of that. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. Peace.